Good morning, students. So today I am going to explain geometrical meaning of angular momentum. Basically, in this article I am going to prove that angular momentum of a particle is equal to twice the product of its mass and area velocity. So let's prove this relation. So let we have a particle who having a mass m and which is lying in x biplane. So this side x axis and let this side y-axis and let another axis z-axis. Let O is the origin here and particle lying here let at this point. So let B is the position of the particle who having a mass m. Now its position with respect to origin is join this O and P here like this way. So let now this is the R is here let position vector and OP is its position here. Let after some time t here, its position is at point P. After some we can say that small delta t time. It starts moving let with velocity v and let it reach to another point say q here. And let it cover a certain displacement from P to Q. And the displacement is represented by a vector delta r vector. V is here velocity of this particle. Now it is at a different position in x biplane, so again represent its position from origin here. So join O and Q here. OQ again represent position vector and let the position vector is here now r plus delta r is the position vector. Again remember now if v is the velocity, then we know that delta r is called here displacement vector, which is equal to v into delta t, where delta t is the small time. So velocity equal to displacement upon time. So remember this relation. If we form a means if we complete this parallelogram, that is say OPQ and parallel to it here like this way, and let this vector is here r here, that's OR. So OR parallel to PQ and OP parallel to RQ here. Then the area of parallelogram OPQR equal to the area always represented, that is R cross delta R, that is product of these two sides. Also area of the triangle, that is OPQ, area of triangle OPQ, this area, let it is represented by delta A. Let and this shaded portion is delta A, this one. So delta A equal to now, that is 1 by 2 into R into delta R, that is half into this base into height here. Again if we divide by delta t this first equation both sides, then we can modify the result. So delta A upon delta t equal to 1 by 2 into R into delta R upon delta t. Since here delta R upon delta t equal to velocity vector, that is displacement upon time velocity here. So we can write or modify the result now, that delta A upon delta t. Basically this delta A upon delta t is area covered by the velocity vector with time t. delta t is, and that is called areal velocity. So delta A upon delta t is called areal velocity. Remember this. Equal to here 1 by 2 into r. Now delta r upon delta t equal to velocity. Substitute here velocity. Also, we have a relation that is momentum p equal to m into v, and this equation implies that v equal to now p upon m, means we can also write that velocity v equal to p upon m. So modify again this result. So delta a upon delta t, it can be written that is 1 by 2 into r into, instead of v, going to write p upon m. Now r cross p, we have a relation that is product of linear momentum into distance equal to angular momentum, and that is L here. Substitute here. So we get it is equal to now 2 into m, 2m, r cross p equal to now L here, and here delta A upon delta t. Again angular momentum, this relation implies that angular momentum L equal to, by cross multiplying, 2m, and the rest is delta A upon delta t. This one relation. See here now carefully. So this relation indicates that angular momentum L equal to twice the product of mass and its areal velocity. So delta A upon delta t is called areal velocity, area swept or area covered by the particle who having a mass m in small time delta t, that is called areal velocity. So remember this small relation, it's simple relation and important relations, and that is the geometrically meaning of angular momentum. So revise this article. Thank you.